742 News Talk 1110 WBT. Fabian Calvo is the founder of the Note House, and he joins us live on the Newsmaker line to talk real estate on News Talk 1110 WBT. Hey, Fabian.
Hey, Don. Thanks for having me on.
It's my pleasure. I think my producer told you by way of full disclosure, I do this for fun, but I make a living as a real estate broker.
Yeah, well, very good.
What's the Note House?
Yeah, the Note House is a private equity firm. We invest mostly in REO properties nationwide, non-performing loans, performing loans. There's just so much opportunity out there, really in every state. So that's what we do.
REO, for the benefit of the uninformed, is real estate owned, is what that stands for. So, Fabian, I closed one the other day, 2.875 with a point, Wells Fargo loan. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that sounds very good for people that can get financing. You know, and just the other day I was seeing a statistic in Florida, 70% in many of the areas are cash transactions, and places like Phoenix, 50% of the transactions that take place are cash. So the cash buyer is really the dominant force. But I do think that, you know, easy credit is stepping back into the market, and you're seeing the Federal Reserve with rates at 0%. They're all in and trying to reinflate this bubble, Don.
Why do you think the government is holding this 20% down over our heads? You know, I'm really hoping that our organization, the real estate community, really lobbies against that. I mean, that's ridiculous to require people to put 20% down when I think everybody has learned their lesson, especially the lenders, and I don't think that's necessary.
Well, here's the thing. When you have the federal government buying pretty much 97% of all mortgages that are issued, in the last year, FHA, a third of all their loans only required 3% down. And again, the Federal Reserve with rates at 0%, I think, Don, that they're starting to make their way back into trying to, you know, prop up asset classes when banks' balance sheets, they still have trillions of dollars in toxic debt, and what they're doing is they're squeezing the inventory off the market, which is creating bidding wars in some states and in some cities. Also, it's why you see prices going up. So there's a lot of manipulation in this market. It's all concentrated towards trying to get housing prices to recover.
Well, and you know, they certainly have around here. Charlotte is lucky in that our home prices have skyrocketed, isn't the right word, but they certainly have risen nicely in the past year or so. You know, let's get back to the financing. You know, FHA now, the minimum down payment is up to 3.5%, but the PMI, the private mortgage insurance that people are required to buy, is absolutely astronomical. I mean, if you can afford a 5% conventional loan, you will save a ton of money as opposed to going FHA.
This is true, and that's what, you know, this is one of the reasons why you have so many different big funds that are buying these properties up for cash, and also the big banks holding the inventory off the market, which creates a situation where, you know, the person that has to go out and get a loan and go through that process can't really compete with the cash buyer. So this is one of the reasons I'm forecasting that over the next couple of years, you're going to see a return to the 100% no money down loans. Those are already started for credit-worthy borrowers, but I think that you're going to see another subprime where people that don't have, you know, the best credit scores, they'll be able to get financing to buy a house.
Wow. When you say 100% no money down, 100% loan with a good credit score, are you talking 680, 720? What are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking definitely over 720. Is usually what seems to be the credit score that many of the financial institutions that are doing those loans look for.
Well, we'll keep an eye on things. Hey, from your mouth to God's ear, 100% financing, I'm up for that. My business is already good. It'd get even better with that. Hey, Fabian, thanks very much for getting up early and being on the air with us. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, Don.
Fabian Calvo here at News Talk 1110 WBT, 14 until 8.